I want to jump right into it, but I'll be respectful and ask you how you're feeling first.
Yeah, I'm telling myself today is going to be a great day.
Amen.
That's how I'm feeling.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Me too. Okay, so I have two questions for you.
Okay. Shoot.
Um, what would you tell someone who is trying to make a change in their life? You've gone through changes in your life.
Very many.
Yeah.
My life has all been of changes from coming from here
Hmm. Coming from all
uh,
the way from
from Nigeria
Africa to America, that's a
down.
big change.
Yeah. So everything in
That's,
my life has been a change.
yeah.
The
Oh
change
my
is
gosh.
everything, and yet I don't like change. But then I like when nice things happen at the end of it.
Your
But
changes were forced. They had to happen,
yeah, they
right?
had
They
to
were
happen.
not like just, you know,
Mm,
like I'm choosing to
to change.
change. Like they had to
No.
happen.
The only things that I've chosen to change is the exercising, is that I have to wake up early in the morning and do this, is that I'm going to fast. Those are the changes that I've really chosen. I have chosen to stay with the kids. I chose that. Was it simple? It was very hard. But going into it, I didn't know. But it's the change that's the change that for the whole of my lifetime, I will always look at it and say, thank God I chose it, because it's something that I will never want to change back. Like, okay, let me put them with my mother in Uganda to stay with them and then work and then go for them. No.
Okay. So let me give like a little backstory on Angie's story. When her two boys were really little, when she was trying to figure out life in the States, she packed up and took her kids back to Uganda for her mom to take care of so that she can figure things out here, which they were going for how long?
I think some months, coming to 8 months or
About 8 months.
yeah.
And the oldest was,
That was 1 year by the time I took him back, and the baby was 3 months, I think.
so a 1 year old and a 3 months baby.
Yeah.
You took them back to be with your mom so that you can figure things out here.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even imagine doing that.
Because I thought I would work. I would go get work and then would send money back. But that's the change. That's the change. When I changed back one time, I woke up and just like, no, I
You
need
have
these
to
kids back.
bring, yeah.
Yes, every day has been a different thing. It has been hard. What? But it's something that I look at and I'm like, at least I have my kids here. At least I get to see them going to bed. At least I. So that is the change. So yes, if I'm to back to the question of if people are wanting to change, yes, try the change, because everything has to change one day. Our
Hmm.
bodies change, the
Hmm.
people we live with change,
Mm.
so we should get used. Is it simple? No. Change is hard.
It's always a struggle.
Change is very hard, but accepting it, that it's going to come, I think makes it somehow easier. And then maybe praying
Like
about it.
like be positive
Yes,
through it. Like, right.
yes, knowing that everything, the change is being done for my good. If it comes out the wrong way, maybe learning the lessons. All these things I'm saying them,
Yeah.
it is easy to say, but it is very hard. uh just like right now, my projects, because I was, before I moved from one program specialist to patient advocate, it was a change. So I was moved to a new program that was starting. It was a new drug that was starting, totally new. We trained for 4 weeks,
Hmm.
and then the FDA did not approve the drug. So we had to move to another program. That was a new change. That means I have already learned a new drug. I'm coming from the first drug, it was totally different. The second drug, I've trained for 4 weeks. I know different information. Now being moved to a different program that has a different drug, and I'm going to learn different things.
Hmm.
The only good thing about it is that the system is the same where we do all the work. But again, this is a new drug. I'm going to learn different things.
Mm.
So that change was hard. Yeah.
The podcast that I sent you yesterday to listen to, the guy that was on there was saying, like, if you do try something new and you fail, like, who's really saying that that's failing? Like,
Wow.
why is it, like, what do you see as a fail? Like, you took this whole
Wow.
thing, like, it doesn't matter where you ended, or you or your goal is finished, or you stopped in the middle. Like,
Wow.
who says it's failing,
Wow.
you
That's a
know?
nice way of looking at
Yeah, so
things.
you have to look at
Because
it
you
like
may think you're
like you did
failing,
something
and yet someone is seeing
right.
you as a hero.
Exactly.
Wow.
Because you might think it's a fail for you, and someone looking at you is saying, I wish I could do that. So don't look at it as, I failed at that thing. I tried that thing,
Mm,
or I did that thing.
yeah.
Anyway, so change is always going to be hard, but it's good to have. Like, if you stop in the middle, if you go all the way, because sometimes, people have like, when I get here, now that's like I've accomplished something. But if you don't also get there, like, that's, you've done something, so you
Mm,
should be proud of yourself. My other question is, I'm asking you because you're a single mom. Like, what advice would you give a single mother, or encouragement would you give to a single mother who's maybe just became a single mother, or always been a single mother, and they're just having a hard time? Like, how do you juggle your stuff with kids by yourself?
yeah. That's also a great question. Let me see. Yeah, first of all, it's not easy. But anyway, no one said it was easy. It's not easy. The first thing is that, yes, you're in this alone, and there's nothing else to do. But again, this is the thing. Do not compare yourself. That's where I first went.
Mm,
I used to compare myself. Oh, my kids are not like this. Oh, my kids are not dressed like this. Oh, my kids are not doing this. Oh, my kids are not going to all these activities like other parents. But remember, you cannot do most of all those things. Most of our parents are two together.
mm-hmm.
And then there is also another thing of, you're happy. I used to compare myself, and I remember a mother telling me, we used to do a walk together, and a mother told me, Angela, don't compare yourself with us. You see all those parents who are together at the park, just like me. I had been
Looking
beaten.
happy.
Yeah, I had been beaten the last night, but I knew that I had to take my kids with my husband to the park. So whoever saw us
Right.
thought that we are this happy couple,
Mm-hmm.
but I was crying within. So do not compare yourself.
Right, because we all have our struggles. We're
Yes,
married, or you're single mother, or you're
yes.
not a single mother. We
You
all
Yeah,
have our stuff.
that will pop in.
Mm.
That will pop in when you see your kids have gone to school without food, or they come back and then they tell you that there's something they're missing. Or, why don't I have a daddy? I know my sons used to ask me every day, why don't I have a daddy? Because I used to take him to daycare, and other parents come together usually. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, no, you have a dad.
He's
You
just
just
not here
He's not
with.
just here.
Right.
He's on the phone.
Yeah.
It's having people around your community around you. Do not compare yourself. That is,
Lean on people.
lean on people and ask for
Mm-hmm.
help. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how to ask for help. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know it. But sometimes when you have even other people who love you so much, they know who you are, they usually come in and even
They know what you need before
before
you
you ask
ask.
for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
there's that
good.
also.
Mm-hmm.
And then the example I'll give you, just like today, as I was walking, I saw a parent taking their daughter to public school, no, to private school.
Mm-hmm.
Private school people will always be dressed.
Yeah. In
So that's how I got
uniforms.
to know.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, but me, I'm a single mother now. How will my kids, will they even ever go to private school? But again, immediately I had that thought, and then I was just like, no, thank you, God, for I'm grateful for you have given me a chance for my kids to go to public school in America,
Yeah.
and they're not studying in Uganda. They are right now studying in America. And I'm thanking you for this season, because this is the season you have given me. You have given me this season
Mm.
for my
Preach.
kids to
I want to
go
cry.
to study in America. It's a public school, yes, but it's in America, guys. And then I started going back to all those things. Thank you, God, for the things that you've given me in the season. I may want other things, because yes, I want other things, I want different things, but for this season, this is enough for me, and this is what you have
And I
given
will
us.
take it.
And I will take it, because this is what because you have, because he says, that is Jeremiah 29:11. You have things for us to make us prosper. He has wishes for us, he has things for us, but for this season, this is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I reminded him that even if I want other things, even if I want my kids to go to private school in America, it's okay to want it.
Yeah.
It is
it's
okay
okay to
to
want it.
want it,
Yeah.
but remember to catch yourself
Right.
if you're going to go,
Because
because
he
I
created
had
us
two
to think
choices.
like that.
Yeah, I had a choice to go down the rabbit hole of sorrow of, oh,
Feeling
I'm the
sorry
single
for
mom who doesn't want.
yourself.
But then,
Yeah.
yes. And then the other thing is, do not make a label for yourself. Don't label yourself.
Like,
Labeling
don't
yourself,
let a single mother define you.
that
Like,
is what I've
that
always
doesn't
done.
define you as a single mother.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how you introduce yourself.
That remembering, all I remind myself is that at least I see my kids going to bed, at least I get to hug them, at least I get to see them going to school, at least I see those funny things, they come back from school or they're there and just saying some funny stuff, mommy see this, mommy see that. That is where I remember. So if I'm so tired,
That's
I
your
get that.
joy.
Usually when they come back from school, I'm still at work, but I ask God, give me strength for this time. And usually I will have more energy just to make for them dinner,
Right.
and then the energy goes away,
And then you're done.
and then I'm done.
Yeah.
But it is moment by moment, and it is doable. It is doable if you have
Right.
the right people around you. And the other thing is, do not look at the father of the kids. If at all you left and it was bad and everything, do not revenge. Do not. Our
Oh my
minds
gosh,
go
we
is,
have so much to talk about. Revenge. I want to talk a little more about like the decision that you had to make to take your kids back to Uganda and you stayed here without your babies. Like, we have all that stuff we need to talk about. But we need to take our kids to school.
yes.
So we need to go.
Most of our heads go to revenge. Let me get back to this person because maybe they hurt me, maybe they did what. Yes, did I go there? I went there very many times.
With
But
your baby daddy.
yes, but the point is that you have to have the right people around you to
To
let you
show
know,
you that
to
that's
show
not the
you
way.
that's not the way. There's another easier way. Because remember, you are alone with the kids, and then doing revenge, you're getting back to another person also takes more energy. So you're going to be drained, and yet even this handling kids, doing activities for them, cooking
Because
and
you're
everything,
angry, which
also
is very
is
tiring.
hard. And then you have also to do work.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. There are things that you can avoid so that you can make your plate empty. At least try to make your plate, take away some of the things so that you don't have to handle very many things.
Right.
So the people around me, specifically that's my cousin and then my friend here, Ima, all those people, they will help you. Like, people around you help you. Because I remember my cousin sitting me down and telling me, Angela, the fact is that the boys were not in this. The boys didn't ask you to give birth to them. So let them be. And guess what? Try it. Try being peaceful with the person. Try being peaceful with the father of your kids. And that will be the best thing. That was the best decision I ever chose. Was it simple? No. The process was long. But as soon as I got it, it was easy. Right now, it is very easy. I just keep on reminding myself, I am doing this for the kids. I am doing this for my kids. Do I want my kids to be happy? Yes. Let me do this for them.
Right. Like, holding them hostage from their dad. Like, you're not punishing. I mean, depending on how they are, the dad, like, do they care that you're doing this? But depending on how it is, mostly you're punishing the kids, right?
Yes.
So you're punishing yourself because this is very exhausting. I think holding grudges and revenge and stuff like that, it's so tiring. So you're tiring yourself, and then also you're taking this thing away from your kids.
Yeah.
And then you hope that the person you're holding them from cares. Because some dads are like, all right, well, you're holding them away from me, so okay.
Yeah, they move on.
Yeah. And they
Men
move
just
on to
move on.
something else.
Yeah,
Right.
they move on, meet other people, give birth, get other kids, and then
Right.
your kids are just left there. And then that one also makes you get more angry.
Right.
And all kids, they
So
grow up and then they walk away.
don't hold grudges, and don't hold revenge, and you'll be a happier person.
Yeah, but it's doing things one by one. If you haven't completed the clothes, the dishes, what, it's okay. Tomorrow will be another day. Just do not beat yourself about it. Just do not compare yourself. All these things are easier said than done. Do I go through them?
It's a
Yes.
process,
Even
a
right,
slow
yeah,
process.
every day, all the time. they happen. It's just like when they tell you mental health, if you're not going to find all the remedies to work on it and then it heals. It's not like a disease that I have a fever and I'm going to swallow medication and it's done. No, these are things that
It's a
happen
work in
because it is.
progress.
And usually for the younger kids, now I have to, my older one was able to teach the younger one how to wear like socks, because in those lower younger stages, what I used to do is that as I'm doing breakfast, the younger one is learning from the older one how to wear socks,
Do
how to do
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
So the best thing that we have, the most advantages we have as single mothers, is that our kids grow up when they're independent. They will do very many things because you don't have time to help him wear his panties every day,
Right. Like
to
do
help him
everything
wear
for him.
socks
Yeah.
or shoes all the time.
Yeah.
No, you don't have that time because you have other things. You're great
Mm-hmm.
getting them ready for
Yeah.
school, you're also getting ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
So they are forced to learn. My younger one has been forced to learn very many things from his brother
Mm.
because there is not that time.
Mm-hmm.
In the night, there's some things that you have to stop yourself. You go to the bathroom and then you find yourself scrubbing the bathroom, yet you do not, you just went to
That's
pick a
not why.
toothbrush.
That's not why you went in there.
That's where you went in there. So stop, try to stop those things.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's okay for those boys to scrub themselves. Scrub them one time, teach them, and then
Yeah.
it's okay
Like
for
once in a
themselves.
while, help them
Yes.
do that thing.
So
That's
that
what
you
I
can
do.
use that time to do something else.
Yeah.
So do not move everything by book.
Mhm.
There is no one following up on the things that you have not
Yeah.
done. Again, this comes back to comparing.
Mhm.
Oh, my kid, most, because our kids they're going to come back home and then they say, "Mommy, as the other kids they watch TV on this day, as we don't watch." Usually, I will tell them, I
They're
am
not
not
my.
those kids.
Mhm.
They don't stay in our house.
Mhm.
This is
I'm
what we
not
do
their
in our
mother.
house.
Right.
Look for help out there. There are very many assistance programs for single mothers. There's
Mhm.
childcare. That childcare, you can take your kids to daycare, depending on how much you
I mean,
earn.
of course, it's a process,
Yes.
and I feel like there's so many, like there's a lot of help in this country, but most of the time you don't know there's help.
Yeah.
Mm.
There is Medicaid, there is food stamps, there is all those. We have activities that the kids have to do. If you're in Montgomery County, you get that assistance also if you apply for it,
Mhm.
so that they can help you
Right.
pay for activities.
Mhm.
So all you have to do is know how you're going to transport your kids to those activities.
Right.
And again, ask for help from the people around you. Make sure you have the right people around you, because like me, my neighbors, they'll come pick up my kids, help me transport them to some of those activities as I am going to work. They will help me take my kids to the park with theirs.
Mhm.
Other parents that I have, some of them, my kids have friends in their classes. They will say, "Give us your kid. Let's take them a play date." Things like that, so
Yeah.
you can get time to breathe.
Yeah.
Again, when they take those kids away from you, that time, use it.
I have something. My one of my clients went through a tumble. They went skiing. He fell. He broke his knee. You know him. Um, but so they've. I was talking to him as he's walking on crutches, like he can't do anything for himself. He can't go upstairs. Like he's stuck. He's in pain, surgery, all that. And he's like, I never realized how willing people, how willing they are to help you. Like I never knew this. Like his kids are what, like 10 and 8 or 10 and 6 or something like that. He's like, so many people have been able to help. Like take kids here, take kids there. I'm going to surgery. I'm going to the doctor. Come sit with my kids. He's like, people like making us food. Like people has like have been so willing to help. Like as long as you ask. He's like, I've never asked for help like this much from people, like friends, but
Mm.
still, like you're always thinking, like, I don't want to take up, I don't want, like, that hesitant of if I ask and they say no, or I'm bothering them,
And it's
I'm
okay
taking
for
up
people
their
to say
time.
no, because
Yeah,
it's their wish.
right.
I'm saying that, but usually I'm that person who doesn't want people to say no.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also learning that it's okay for people to say no,
Right. It
because
doesn't
it's
mean
okay
like,
for me to also say no to
right.
someone.
If they're not available, they're not available.
Yeah.
But people are very willing to help when you ask. It takes something really big to happen to you, and you're like, oh my gosh, the kindness in the world is more than the bad. You know what I mean? Like, there's really good people that are willing to like step in when you need them. So always ask for help.
Yeah.
And when someone says no, it's not a rejection. they're not doing it out of spite. It's because they're not available. Like from if I'm available, I'm definitely helping. You know, like tired or not tired. Like I know you're asking me for a reason. You like mostly like you wouldn't ask if you can do it yourself.
It is doable. God doesn't give us things that we cannot handle. And God will always place what I've known, that God has placed the right people in every season. God has placed for
Mm,
me different people
yes,
in our
yes,
lives.
he
The way we
has.
started getting, because like even you can get MPDUs, all that information. There were people at work who talked about, yeah, they're MPDUs. I had
Right,
never heard about them.
right.
So there are things, people, God will place people around you who are
For
going
a
to help
reason.
you,
Right.
because he knows that you're a single mom,
Yeah.
you're struggling, you're doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
God is going to place the right people around you and use those people. Those people are going to bring information for you. But it is doable. Is
Yeah.
it simple? No, it is hard. But again, my friend here has also told me that even with two parents it is hard. They also need help. And
Yeah.
me in my head I was just like, but they're two parents,
Right.
they don't need help.
And they have
But
one
no,
kid. We have one kid.
she
And
said,
sometimes we lose
she told
our
me,
mind.
yes, Angela, we are too, but yes, we also need help. And
Hmm.
to me, as we forget that, oh my God, only us, we are the only people who need help. No.
No. I have one kid and I am not ashamed to ask for help
So
ever. As you know, I ask for help. All right. Well, that was good. I think we're done. Oh my gosh, you have to go to work like
yes,
now. Anyways, so don't hold grudges. Um, let go and forgive and
choose your peace.
choose your peace. We hope you do something for yourself today. Do something that brings you joy. Thank you for
Don't
watching.
compare yourself.
Don't compare yourself. Ta da!